Good morning all, and a warm welcome to the members of the media joining us today. We appreciate your continued support and for taking the time to join us this morning as we bring you more exciting developments since we launched our partnership during the course of last year. My name is Byron Kennedy, and I'm responsible for Vodacom Group's external communications. Today, we'd like to provide you with an update on the Super App and introduce you to our mini programs on Vodapay, the next generation of business. Without giving too much away, we believe this will be a true game changer for Vodacom, merchants, the developer community, and consumers. To tell you more about this exciting journey in a short while on our socially distant stage, we have our Group CEO, Shamil Jusuf, and Mariam Kasim, our Chief Officer for Vodacom Financial and Digital Services. Now, the past few months have been particularly difficult for all of us as the country moves back into lockdown level 4 for at least a fortnight to help mitigate the third wave of the pandemic. It's going to take working together as a society if we're going to beat this third wave. Our tagline, Further Together, also emphasizes how through partnerships and collaboration, it is possible to connect more people to the digital economy so that no one is left behind. We see partnerships as crucial to addressing some of the challenges associated with access to digital services in South Africa and across the African continent. At the core, this is one of the reasons we recently launched our Africa.Connected initiative, where we're on a mission to connect the next 100 million people in Africa. Coming back to the reason we're here this morning, the introduction of the Vodapay mini programs, which speaks directly to the core of our purpose to connect people to a better future, and more specifically through financial inclusion. But first, let's take a look at what Vodapay promises to deliver. Well, that gives you a good sense of what is possible. Before I formally introduce our speakers, a quick word or two on housekeeping for the session. Please use the chat box on the right-hand side of your screen to pose a question, and our panel will answer those when we open the floor to questions. You also have the option to upweight a question, so if you'd like to ask one that's already been covered in the chat box, simply press the vote button. Right, let's start with Shamil Jusuf, our esteemed Group CEO. Shamil, of course, joined the company in 1994 and has operated at a senior level across the Vodacom Group for the past 22 years. He's held the position of Managing Director at Vodacom South Africa and was also Chief Executive Officer of Vodafone Spain. He holds board positions at Vodacom Group Limited, Safaricom PLC, and several subsidiary boards across the group. Shamil also sits on the board of Business Leadership South Africa, and more recently was appointed to Vodafone Group's Executive Committee. Good morning, Shamil.
Morning. I would like to give a warm welcome to all our media guests in attendance. Thank you all for taking the time out of your busy mornings to join this call. From a Vodacom Group perspective, we have a clear strategy that is designed to deliver exceptional value to our customers. We will achieve this through what I call our system of advantage, so that we grow with our customers as we strive to be a partner of choice and an integral part of their lives, homes, and offices. As a leading pan-African technology company, our investment into financial, digital, and lifestyle services increasingly provide opportunities to enhance our relationship with the 123.7 million customers we serve across our footprint, including Safaricom. Representing 47% penetration of our customer base, we already have 58 million financial services customers, making us the leading fintech operator on the continent and one that processes transactions to the value of $24.5 billion a month. 14 million of these customers are in South Africa. The Vodacom Group is renowned for being a network of firsts, so we are particularly excited about our partnership with Alipay and the imminent launch of our single lifestyle app, Vodapay, in South Africa. Mid last year, we launched a partnership with Alipay to create Africa's first super app, enabled by incredibly powerful technology. Our super app will offer services ranging from loans and savings, seamless QR and person-to-person payments, to entertainment and personalized shopping experiences, promoting greater financial inclusion. I'm pleased to now introduce the next big phase of the project, which includes onboarding merchants and developers onto our platforms through what we call the mini programs. The Vodapay Super App will give consumers a one-stop digital mall for all things entertainment, insurance, ride-hailing, travel booking, and much more. To enable us to provide this end-to-end shopping experience, we need merchants to partner with us on this journey to provide the end consumer with a holistic experience. We've already onboarded some of South Africa's premium brands and businesses, the likes of Macro, Builders Warehouse, Clicks, Edgar's, Game, Exclusive Books, and a number of other big brands that Miriam will tell you about are already taking advantage of the features and capabilities within the Super App. We have created a payment ecosystem that enables customers to browse, place orders, and shop, the details of which Miriam will take you through shortly. The preparation for the launch of the Vodapay platform in partnership with Alipay has already created 350 jobs, ranging from product development, IT, and operations, all employed under Vodacom Financial Services. This is an exciting time for us, as this partnership has and will continue to contribute positively towards unemployment in South Africa. As an offshoot of Vodacom Group, Vodacom Financial Services has grown from humble beginnings. In a short period of time, Miriam and her team have turned this business from a loss maker into one that is growing exponentially and one that generated over 2.3 billion rand in revenue in the past financial year. When we announced annual results in May, many of you would have heard me talk about the significant opportunity for growth in fintech in South Africa. Vodacom Financial Services has built a formidable set of products covering our own payment gateway, point-of-sale devices, merchant advances, the VodaTrade platform, which now processes over 200 billion rand of transactions, Airtime Advance, Advance Me, and a comprehensive insurance portfolio. The Super App will take advantage of these fantastic enablers and our loyalty program, as well as big data and AI capabilities. We're excited to have come this far, where we offer customers, irrespective of their geographical area, an ecosystem of innovative digital, personal, finance, and business solutions. Over the longer term, we will continue to drive our ambitions in our digital transformation journey as we transition from a traditional telco to a digital technology services company. We are fostering more exciting new partnerships that will enable us to continue to develop innovative products and services that meet the specific needs and demands of our customers. Before we get to Miriam, let's see what Vodapay mini programs can do for our consumers.
Imagine your business in front of 48 million South African eyes. Imagine being part of a payments ecosystem that processes 4.6 trillion rand a year. A digital world where, with a minimal marketing spend, you can target your products and services directly to customers. The time for imagining is over. Vodacom Financial Services would like to introduce you to the next generation of business. Welcome to mini programs on Vodapay. One app with endless possibilities for your business. Partner with us and take advantage of numerous capabilities and features at the core of Vodapay. Now your customers can browse, place orders and shop online. And if they don't have enough money to pay, we can bridge finance to help them complete the transaction. Best of all, we carry all the risk. With Vodapay's big data environment, You can tailor your consumer offerings for individual relevance, offering the right product to the right person at the right time and price. The mini program ecosystem as part of the Vodapay Super App is powered by world-renowned technology from Alipay and provides one ecosystem to encompass your entire business. Zero-rated data for Vodacom customers, significantly reduced customer acquisition costs, and guaranteed offers in your customer's pocket with every transaction. The Vodapay Super App is a powerful solution to empowering digital and financial inclusion across South Africa and the rest of the continent. This new technology makes creating and submitting mini programs quick and easy, with less admin required, one single code base for developers to manage, and exceptional support from the experts always available. Secure your presence on this South African internet superhighway, where millions of potential customers shop, spend and pay every day. Introduce your business to the endless opportunities of Vodapay. Further together.
Right, that's what mini programs can do for consumers. Let's bring Mariam Kassim into the conversation. She's the Chief Officer of Vodacom Financial and Digital Services and is a member of the Vodacom Group Executive Committee. Mariam joined Vodacom in 2016 and has successfully formulated and implemented a clear financial services strategy, growing it to a multi-billion rand profit business, making her a formidable player in the financial services arena in South Africa. Mariam is a qualified chartered accountant and holds a master's in business administration from the University of Cape Town's Graduate School of Business, where she graduated cum laude. Good morning, Mariam.
Good morning, Byron, and good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this very cold winter's morning. I'm sure you all remember it was winter last year, and yes, it was just as cold when we first announced our exciting partnership with Alipay. I'm so excited today to share with you some developments almost a year in. Since we last met, the technical teams at Vodacom Financial Services have been hard at work to ensure a seamless deployment of the Alipay platform from China to South Africa within the specified timelines, something we were extremely unsure about, given that this would have been the first time that Alipay had done a completely remote deployment of their platform due to the global pandemic. But here we are, a year later, in pilot testing of the Super App. Working with the team in China has been a great learning experience for all our South African colleagues. We've learned to work 10-hour workdays, 6 days a week, without a single developer having to travel internationally. And all this demonstrates our commitment to be a globally relevant organization partnering with cutting-edge technology partners. As we have shared previously, a super app is given life by the hundreds, if not thousands, of mini program merchants who join the super app ecosystem. As a result, we have spent the last few months working incredibly hard on engaging and educating the right partners to come on board. To date, approximately 70 businesses have already signed up or committed to build their own mini programs in the super app. These include leading brands such as Macro, Builders Warehouse, Clicks, Edgar's, Game, Exclusive Books, Big Blue, Flightsite, Dollar Thrifty, Westpac, PetZone, One Cart, Net Florist, KitKat Cash and Carry, Dropper, Planet 54, Jacaranda FM, KFC, Bookings.com, Travel Start, Rush, Hannah Lavery, Michelle Ludick, To Be Gift Boxes, Grab It All, and AfriTrails, just to mention a few. The potential for more signups is vast. Alipay currently have more than 120,000 mini program partners live on their super app and continue to onboard many more on a daily basis. This scale again demonstrates the power of the platform. And talking about power, I must share that one of the most exciting moments for the team was for the first time being able to actually lift the bonnet of this phenomenal technology and take a good peek inside. Wow, impressive is an understatement. The range of capabilities that this platform offers far surpasses anything we have seen before. The level of AI, analytics, and personalization tools will enable us to achieve our vision of providing innovative and cost-effective digital financial and e-commerce solutions to both consumers as well as businesses. Mini program merchants will have access to next-generation recommendation engines and data analytics to drive personalization offers to customers, as well as simplified checkout options and advertising capabilities to drive sales. The benefits of the Super App are multifold because it is a platform with different areas of innovation. Made up of mini programs, it is the perfect digital space for people with entrepreneurial smarts to start developing their own products or to sell their technical competencies to merchants in the Super App marketplace. The mini program technology is the heart of the Super App, and we are calling all merchants and developers from all sectors, ranging from retail, entertainment, travel, food, and all others, to come on board and become part of this revolutionary next generation commerce. With your mini programs on the Vodapay Super App, you'll be opening your business to a world of lucrative new possibilities. Just imagine having your business suddenly viewed by over 43 million people in South Africa. A business which will form part of an ecosystem that processes 4.6 trillion rands a year. This is a digital world that allows merchants to tailor-make their products or service offerings directly to consumers. This is what we call transitioning from traditional business to that of a next-generation technology business. An outstanding feature of the mini program technology is that it's very simple to manage and create with minimal administration involved. With a single code base for developers to use and an excellent team available to support businesses in building their mini programs, the process is seamless. Businesses can tailor-make offers to a captive audience that are relevant to an individual's need. In fact, with Vodacom's big data and artificial intelligence progression, offers can be tailored for customers to meet their individual needs. This means all merchants on board will be able to offer the right product at the right price to the right customer at the right time. The possibilities and capabilities available to the merchant through the Vodapay Super App are limitless. We will give businesses and developers that register to use the mini program technology all the support they need to build their Super App. In fact, a courier aggregator, Rush, found the training so effective that they managed to build a working version of a mini program during the first Vodapay training workshop, which took just a few hours. Vodacom will also offer merchants significantly reduced acquisition costs. Whilst Vodapay will be available to customers of all mobile networks, Vodacom customers will enjoy zero-rated data costs when using the app, which will enable them to browse, place orders, and shop online. If for whatever reason the customer does not have enough funds to complete a transaction, Vodacom could even provide some bridging finance to help them complete their transaction. We are confident that the launch of the Vodapay Super App will certainly enhance the lives of all South Africans. We look forward to developing a future where financial and digital inclusion is realized and accessible to all. I reiterate the call to merchants and developers: partner with us and let's take advantage of the numerous features and capabilities at the core of Vodapay. So, for all our business owners or mini program partners, what are the benefits for you? Here is a quick video to demonstrate how Vodapay can supercharge your business.
Picture your business in a huge mall. Picture a huge footfall. That means thousands of new eyes all land on your brand every day. Picture Vodapay. Designed to suit how people shop today, a mall experience done a different way. Accessible to everyone wherever they're located, and always zero-rated for customers of Vodacom. A whole world of services and stores, and of course yours, all accessible at a tap. Our partner plan means that your brand sits on our super smart, super simple, super app, where thousands visit every day to shop and spend and pay. All within one secure, speedy ecosystem, with low-cost acquisitions for you and much more added value too. Visit vodapay.vodacom.co.za today to find out more about building a mini program for your brand. Our tech guys can even lend a hand, but with minimal stress and a swift, easy process. You can join us as a partner on our app and supercharge your business, and we can go further together. Vodapay.
So as you can see, Vodapay will open a world of opportunities for all partners who enter our ecosystem. Before we answer your questions, we have one final video to play for you. It demonstrates how Vodapay's mini program breathes new life into app development with frameworks that are easy to use and allows for effortless distribution across both iOS and Android devices. We'd love to give young developers all the help they need to bring their very own app ideas to life. So we've created a space where developers can get all the information they need and access vital training to ensure that we maximize the success of their mini programs.
Welcome to Vodapay. Welcome to a world of endless possibilities, where, as a developer, you can add a string to your bow and build the digital future for your country. Here's what you need to know. Our super app houses mini programs, which are a bit like regular apps, but small. Think of them like the stores you'd find in any mall, just digital. Think of Vodapay like one app to house them all. And think of what that means for you. The opportunity to branch out and embrace some new exciting technology. Technology that's set to change the way we shop and spend and pay. Technology that can provide you with a lucrative new way to use your expertise. The best part is, many programs are built with ease, all within one ecosystem. iOS or Android, not a concern. So you only have to manage one single code base, and there's nothing too tricky to learn. It makes submitting apps for approval easy and development cycles much more speedy. A more simple process with less admin. For devs, it's all win-win. Lower costs and millions of eyes on your creation, which means more businesses across the nation looking for your skills to help them build their own digital future. So let's partner today. We'll provide the info and support you need to get started in an exciting new world. Make some money along the way and build the future with us. Let's go further together. Vodapay.
Again, thank you so much for joining us today. Please stay safe and look after yourself and your loved ones. I look forward to answering any questions which you may have.
Thank you, Shamil and Mariam. The Vodapay mini programs will transform how merchants or businesses and the developer community will do business, and moving from that of a traditional business to the next generation of business. It's an exciting journey to be leading the curve in pursuit of excellence in business. We'll now be taking questions. As mentioned earlier, if you'd like to ask a question, please use the chat box. It's on the right-hand side of your screen, or you can wait and vote for a question if one has been asked already. We've got a couple through. The first one was from Arthur Goldstuck. His question: which segments do you expect to be the most likely users? Who's going to start us off with that one? Let's have a hand. Mariam, take it away,
Yeah,
please.
happy to take that question, Byron. Sure. I think the beauty of the Super App is that in time, it's actually meant to target every single segment that we have in South Africa. As a start, we will be focusing on the high-value segment, predominantly the smartphone-enabled customers, so your mid to high-value segment. However, we have very interesting use cases that also look at your lower-value segments, in terms of creating bank accounts, store value accounts, etc. So I'd say it's not limiting to any specific customer. However, a customer does need to have a smartphone to take advantage of the Super App.
All right, let's move on to the next question that's come through from Robin Lee Chetty. and this is one that Shamil is particularly passionate about and talks to SMEs. How big a focus is onboarding SMEs to Vodapay at this stage? Shamil, if you can tell us in the greater scheme of things from a Vodacom Group perspective, the emphasis that gets placed on SMEs.
Yeah, I think SME development is extremely important for us, and what we've been doing is building out a proper SME platform. At the center of that is our Vodacom Financial Services, with everything from our own point of sale devices to our own payment gateways to basically being able for a small merchant to take, or a small SME to be able to take in advance. So we're allowing business advances anything from 50,000 Rand to 1.5 million Rand. So there's that opportunity. There's also opportunity to take advantage of our Vodafy platform and our invoice financing capability as well. Our Vodafy platform today connects a number of businesses, about 4,500 FMCG companies, to small suppliers as well. And that process is about 200 billion Rand of transactions. We're now extending that to invoice financing as well. So it's all designed to really help the SME to grow. And then, of course, with the launch of the Vodapay platform, that also changes the conversation with the SME, where it gives you the ability to commercialize your products through the platform at a very low cost to the mini app capability that we're launching today.
Anything you want to add, Mariam?
No, I think it's pretty much covered, but maybe just one last point is, as we see small businesses evolve into this new world of e-commerce, the opportunities are just endless in terms of this platform being able to allow them quicker and easier access to the world of e-commerce. I think the super app is going to significantly enable a lot of the barriers that currently exist in terms of data pricing, etc., with the app being zero rated. So merchants will be able to offer their products and services in an almost free environment for consumers to browse, purchase, and pay.
Let's stay with you, Mariam. Next question through from Jason Mayo from Technoboc Media. Do you see Vodapay taking on the likes of municipalities in order to enable effortless payments and renewals of utility bills? Mariam?
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of our big use cases is bill payments of all sorts. So users will be able to, in time, pay for any type of municipality bill, purchase things like prepaid electricity, etc. So bill payments is a significant part of the use cases on the super app, one of thousands of different use cases.
Right, here's a question from Obile Dludla from Reuters. She asks, for microloans and insurance, which banks and insurers have you partnered with? I don't know if we can name them specifically, but we'll ask Mariam to see what we can say on that particular point.
Sure. On the insurance side, very proudly, not many people know this, but we're actually our own insurance company. From what we've seen, the only telco in the world that actually has its own insurance licenses. So we're a fully regulated entity, and that's our own business. So we don't partner with anyone on the insurance side per se. When it comes to niche insurance products, we will, however, on the super app create a marketplace for traditional insurers to come on and play within the same ecosystem, and there we'll be inviting motor insurers, asset insurers, etc., to come on board. On the banking side, we have partnered with a bank for the store of value capability, as Vodapay will be having a store of value, which is almost like a bank account, and we will soon announce the partnership with that bank in the coming weeks.
A couple of questions. I'd want to get into some of the nitty-gritties of how this will work. So I'm going to stay with you, Mariam, for this next one. This is one of the more popular questions that's come through. What kind of digital/financial literacy is included in the onboarding process?
So we've spent a significant amount of time focusing on the user experience and user journeys in the super app. And the reason for that is exactly to that point. We really believe that there is a fair amount of financial literacy and financial education that has to be done for our consumers to be able to access the super app. And so we have ensured that there are sufficient how-to videos, lots of frequently asked questions sections, which consumers can go to, but also in this piece in particular, talking to our mini app merchants or our mini program merchants, together with the developer ecosystem, there are a significant amount of frequently asked question sections, or we've got a team on standby to assist developers and mini app merchants through the journey. So going forward, we've placed a very big emphasis on ensuring that it's slick, simple, easy to use. And that's part of the benefit of partnering with the likes of Alipay, being a global tech, currently having just over 1.5 billion active users on their platform. They've gotten the user experience completely waxed in terms of simplicity. So yeah, that's really what we focused on.
And then, Mariam, just how soon after a developer submits an app is it approved and released?
So developers can go to our website, which is vodapay.vodacom.co.za, fill in a very quick application form, which will go through into our pipeline. Those application forms will then be assessed. We'll reach out to the merchants. It's a very quick and simple process. As you can see, as I referenced, one of our mini app merchants was able to get their mini app live in a couple of hours just during the pilot phase, or during the training session. So it just depends on the mini app partners' current level of e-commerce capability. Those who are already set up quite nicely for e-commerce, it'll be a very quick and easy integration. Those who have a little more work to do, this is where our developer community comes in to really help them accelerate that digitization and get their mini apps ready to be positioned onto our super app. So, it could be anywhere from a couple of hours to maybe a couple of months, depending on the complexity of the back end.
Just a reminder, if you'd like to ask a question, there is a chat box on the right-hand side of your screen. You can pop a question in there and we'll put it straight to the panel. Next one in, this one for Shamil. How might the super app help businesses struggling in a COVID-crippled economy?
I think what it does is, as everything's going online, or a lot of sales and is now going online, especially now with the lockdowns and so on, it gives you the opportunity to take advantage of the super app. I think the capabilities within the super app is, firstly, by embracing e-commerce, you're able to sell your products way beyond your geographical area. So I think that's one of the first benefits. The second thing is that the capabilities within the super app, essentially there's fantastic personalized advertising opportunities within the app where you can target directly to a specific customer or a particular segment. I call it the segment of one. So you can talk directly to those customers that you're trying to attract. And there'll be morning offers, there'll be special offers and so on within the app. Of course, we're going to spend a significant amount of money on the launch as well in driving customers to adopt the super app. And I think that could be highly beneficial to businesses wanting to come onto the super app.
All right, here's a tongue-in-cheek question from Toby Shapshak. It sounds very easy to set up. Do you think it's easy enough for Arthur Goldstuck to use, Mariam?
Absolutely. I think the entire proposition or the entire product has been built on ease and simplicity. It's really just bringing the entire e-commerce financial services ecosystem into one interface. And I think that in itself just talks to the simplicity and the ease of use of the product. But yeah, we'd love to get feedback once we actually launch.
And then here's one just to reiterate. So how many jobs has the Vodapay super app created so far? I think you did mention it a little earlier.
Yeah, so far We've employed just over 350 people within Vodacom Financial and Digital Services. That's the number that we currently employ. Over 100 software developers alone. Which again just talks to our commitment to just being, a digital telco and a telco that wants to operate at the cutting edge of technology all the time.
Here's one from Dineo. Please tell me more about the bridging finance that the Vodapay platform will offer. Who wants to take that one? Mariam?
Sure. Yeah, sure. So the bridging finance product is built on the back of our very successful airtime credit product, which I'm hoping all of you are familiar with and maybe also users of. But the airtime credit product really just uses telco consumption behavior as a predictor for the consumer's credit score going forward. And this, we believe, has really been a great niche for us. Currently, 47% of all prepaid airtime goes through our airtime credit product with a bad debt rate of less than 0.5%. And so on the back of that algorithm, on the back of those learnings, we've kind of said, well, hang on, if we're comfortable to advance customers for some airtime, why wouldn't we advance them for some prepaid electricity or a handbag or a pair of shoes, etc. And so that's really the bridging finance concept that we're going to be building into the super app. So upon exit of the shopping cart, a consumer will be offered different ways to pay for their product. They could choose a debit card, credit card, they could choose to pay through the Vodapay store value, or they can choose to pay through the Advanced Me Bridging Finance project, for which they will be pre-credit scored, pre-credit vetted, and already have a limit live for them on the checkout page. So we believe that this is going to be a significant differentiator for all our merchants and our product set going forward.
All right, so a couple of questions for Shamil. What other Vodacom markets do you plan to roll this out into? And can you give us a sense of the timelines, please?
Well, I think the Vodapay capabilities, because we didn't have the M-Pesa platform in South Africa, it was a key opportunity for us to implement the end-to-end Alipay platform in South Africa. From these learnings, we'll of course then use that and drive that into the rest of our markets as we take the mini app capabilities into various of our markets. Last week we launched the M-Pesa app, and in there we have mini app capabilities using the same Alipay technology that now integrates into the M-Pesa platform. But it's early days still. I think the learnings from South Africa and the end-to-end almost shopping mall that we're creating will become almost a prelude into what we're going to do with M-Pesa going forward. So I think watch the space. As soon as South Africa is done, you'll see more and more of these launches across the continent.
Right, then we've got similar questions from Onkametse and Andy, wanting to know how safe is the platform, how secure is the platform, Shamil?
Well, I mean, it comes with with highly sophisticated technology from Alipay, and of course, given the size of the 1.5 billion users using the platform, you can imagine that a lot of time and effort has been put into ensuring the security of the platform. In addition, of course, Vodacom's cybersecurity teams, are very successful in protecting all our interfaces and all our points of access to all our systems, and that's an extremely important part for us.
Arthur Goldstuck has come back with a response to Toby to say, don't worry, he'll ask Toby to hold his hand through the process. Let's move on and take a question. Here's another one from Mobile from Reuters. So for now, are you targeting merchants based in South Africa? Is the aim to roll it out to other countries where you have operations in? It's good. I know Shamil has partly answered that question. Mariam, is there?
Yeah, maybe I'll
Anything
answer just the first part of that question. So the purpose of today's session is really to invite as many merchants as we can to come onto the platform and position their products and services onto the super app. We really believe that the benefits for merchants are just multiple fold. So for a start, it's an opportunity to come onto this fantastic platform that will give you access to, or give your business access to, 42 million, 43 million customers, the ability to personalize your propositions to your customers. So using the big data engines, the AI engines, we're able to position, which products, or advise merchants on which products should be offered to which customers at what point in their buying journey, etc. So yeah, lots of benefits for merchants to come on board into a zero-rated data environment for Vodacom customers as well, and just a seamless, simple onboarding process, which I think is part of why we carefully selected Alipay as a technology partner, was exactly for this ease of integration and this ease of enabling financial and digital inclusion in South Africa, both from a consumer point of view, but also from a small merchant point of view.
Here's a question from Guy from Valley. Not sure of the name, but sounds like a bit of an in-joke here, Mariam, so bear with us. He says, a little birdie told us that Vodacom Financial Services is on the Appalachian Trail to change the digital payments landscape and social inclusion in South Africa. Where are you now on this trail? Have you reached Springer Mountain?
Yeah, I know exactly where that comes from. But yeah, we are well into the trail, I must say, and very happy to report that we haven't had any fatalities as yet. So the team is still going along very well. And yeah, looking forward to, and I think the Appalachian Trail is exactly the best way to describe this journey that we're on, because it's massive. And to be honest, the first launch of the super app, which is targeted for the end of August this year, will, in my opinion, really be the worst version of the app that you will see, because that's the nature of a super app. A super app is something that you kind of launch into the market at a point in time where you believe there is sufficiently enough in there to get people going. And then it just evolves. It just gets better and better and better with time, I guess, like a good wine. So yeah, I think, really looking forward to the journey ahead. This is a journey. It's not, I keep saying to our CEO, but also to all our stakeholders, that this is not a 100-meter sprint. This is a marathon, and we're in for the long haul, and really enjoying the journey as we just bring more onto the super app and evolve it into what we believe is going to be a phenomenal product.
Next question in is from Nafisa Akabor, a question about loyalty programs. She asks, do merchants support loyalty programs directly on the super app that they would typically have on their own platforms? We'll put that one to Mariam, if you can answer that in a sec. But Shamil, if you can also just talk to the success of Vodacom's loyalty program that we launched in the space of the past in the past year.
Sure. So on the loyalty programs, a super app should be thought about as a physical mall. Think about a physical mall that you would go into. When you go into it, there are different stores. And when you enter that store, it is that store's customer experience that you would be experiencing. It's the exact same in a super app, except it's just in a digital environment. So when consumers come onto the super app and choose to enter any of the mini programs or the digital stores of any of our merchants, upon entering that store, they are then immersed into the exact same customer experience of that brand and of that business. So everything that is relevant to that brand and that business will still apply in the mini app environment or the mini program environment. All merchants and businesses will still continue with their current existing loyalty programs, even though they're in the super app. And of course, we will bring in the very successful Vodabacks loyalty program that we've launched at Vodacom into the super app as well. But maybe Shamil can talk a bit more about that.
Yeah, I think just to add, I think the what's interesting is, firstly, from a super app capability, besides you using your own loyalty programs, if any merchants want to take advantage of the Vodapay program, that can also be done. We will also use the Vodapay program to reward different activities on the Super App as well. We launched around about October last year. By December, we hit 23 million users using the Vodapay platform. Really exciting because not only can you redeem your bucks for airtime, but you can also redeem it for various different third-party products. So it's been hugely successful. And yeah, we're looking forward to rolling out the Vodapay program across all our markets.
Here's another one from Robin Lee Chetty. What is the scope for adding entertainment services to the Super App outside of the Vodacom stable? Could we see Spotify, Netflix, or Showmax feature on it down the line?
Yeah, I think great question. The Super App will cater for a full-on entertainment section, which will offer users numerous different use cases. Could be, subscription models where users are able to subscribe directly through the Super App for, their entertainment services of choice, and these could be the likes of Spotify, Deezer, etc. But also bringing in other types of very niche offerings, data bundled propositions for our mass customer segment who may want access to Netflix, Showmax, etc. Over time, we really believe that bundling in the data together with the product gives consumers a great proposition, given that currently the data issue is sometimes a little bit of a barrier for customers to consume entertainment services. So entertainment services will definitely be on the Super App in various forms, all the way from a pure subscription model down to being able to pay a daily subscription or a weekly subscription, or pay for a movie for the day or a movie for the weekend, etc.
All right, and then it looks like our final question. If you do still want to get one in, we've still got a little bit of time. Don't forget to use the chat box, but let's get to one from Mobile. She definitely wins the prize for the most questions asked today. Shamil, this one for you. Has the appetite and use case for digital financial services changed in South Africa since you canned M-Pesa in South Africa? What have been the enablers for this change in appetite?
Well, I think what's changed and what's different is that M-Pesa is very much for environments where there's low banking penetration and so on, and so not unusual for us to have 150,000 plus distribution points within a market for people to do cash in, cash out, and transfer money home and so on. I think what the Vodapay app brings in partnership with Alipay is the ability to take advantage of a more developed market in South Africa. We have over 23 million smartphones on our network as an example. So that would be the immediate customer base that you're targeting. So I think that definitely makes a big difference. And so it's more of an over-the-top play. I think also what's happened over the last couple of years is the adoption of financial and digital services has grown quite significantly, both in the country and globally. So that also creates the right. Life is about timing, and this is the right timing now for the Super App.
And then just when Loni thought she was going to be outdone by Reuters, Loni from Bloomberg, she's asked a question to make sure she stays in the race here. She says, hello, looking at the finance ecosystem, this one for you, Shamil, is there space to do money remittance between Vodacom markets? What banking capability does Vodacom want to add on to the app to get maximum use for transactions?
I mean, today we process $24.5 billion a month. That's 4.6 trillion rand a year in transactions across our platform. Through M-Pesa Africa, what we will be doing is creating a hub for international money transfer, and South Africa will of course link into that hub, and so international money transfers between our markets and across the world is of course one of the key use cases of the platform itself. So I think that becomes quite exciting in that respect.
All right, that's the end of the questions. Thank you so much for posting them and putting them to our panel. Thanks very much to Shamil and to Mariam for joining us this morning, and many thanks to you for joining the call. We really do appreciate your time. We will email the press release as soon as we end this call. For those of you that would like one-on-ones with either Shamil or Mariam outside of this call, please get in touch with Vinny. She can be reached on 082 997 0122. That number again is 082 997 0122. Thanks very much, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Imagine your business in front of 48 million South African eyes. Imagine being part of a payments ecosystem that processes 4.6 trillion rand a year. A digital world where, with a minimal marketing spend, you can target your products and services directly to customers. The time for imagining is over. Vodacom Financial Services would like to introduce you to the next generation of business. Welcome to mini programs on Vodapay. One app with endless possibilities for your business. Partner with us and take advantage of numerous capabilities and features at the core of Vodapay. Now your customers can browse, place orders and shop online. And if they don't have enough money to pay, we can bridge finance to help them complete the transaction. Best of all, we carry all the risk. With Vodapay's big data environment, you can tailor your consumer offerings for individual relevance, offering the right product to the right person at the right time and price. The mini program ecosystem as part of the Vodapay Super App is powered by world-renowned technology from Alipay and provides one ecosystem to encompass your entire business. Zero-rated data for Vodacom customers, significantly reduced customer acquisition costs, and guaranteed offers in your customer's pocket with every transaction. The Vodapay Super App is a powerful solution to empowering digital and financial inclusion across South Africa and the rest of the continent. This new technology makes creating and submitting mini programs quick and easy, with less admin required, one single code base for developers to manage, and exceptional support from the experts always available. Secure your presence on this South African internet superhighway, where millions of potential customers shop, spend and pay every day. Introduce your business to the endless opportunities of Vodapay. Further together.